Someone's probably going to clip this out of context and be like, TimTheTatman says people don't care about meta loadouts in Warzone 2.
TimTheTatman does not care about meta loadouts in Warzone 2. Telling you right now. Thumbnail. Idea. Done. What's up, guys? I'm Reckers. Welcome to my video. Today we're going to be talking about the Warzone drama that's been happening over the past few days, and we're going to be looking at the video that TimTheTatman posted a couple of days ago, and kind of talking through my thoughts on the whole situation that's been going on, and reacting to what Tim's saying as well. So if you enjoy the video, please drop a like, subscribe. Look, I'd really appreciate it, but let's not waste any more time. Let's get into it.
25 from Paw. So we're going to talk about yesterday. Is Warzone going to survive? Yes. I think so. Yes.
Tim's right. Warzone is going to survive. Call of Duty. People have actually been saying on like is it XDeviant that it's going to be like the next Warzone killer or COD killer. Like no, that's nonsense. Absolute nonsense. Like Call of Duty will literally last forever until the studio starts making Call of Duties. That's when the game's going to die. There's too many people who buy every Call of Duty. There's too many people who play Warzone, and no matter how bad the games get, people will always buy them. People will always come back, and he's right. It's not going to die.
Obviously, people are mad. My entire Twitter timeline last night was people fighting with each other. That was a great thing to fall asleep to. I'm glad to see in the Call of Duty community, we all can just get along. You know what I'm saying? I got some people saying the update wasn't as bad as they think. I got other people saying, yes, it was terrible. Like, at the end of the day, listen, here's bottom line for me. And I've just learned this. I've learned this over my life. You cannot make everyone happy, no matter what you do. Obviously, the developers are developing the game a certain way, and the streamers and a lot of content creators are saying one thing, but I think that a lot of people are saying something else, otherwise they wouldn't be doing it.
He's right as well. Like, you can't make everybody happy. That's why I like Tim. Tim just says how it is. You can't make everybody happy. It's not possible. Like, if life's taught me anything in my 35 years on this planet is there are some people who hate what you do. There are some people who hate what you say. There are probably people in the comments right now saying, what is this garbage I'm watching? And that's fine. That's the point. Studio developers aren't there to make every single gamer happy. That's just not how you develop a game. You just aim for a niche and you excel in that niche.
That's kind of my bottom line on the whole thing, right? You see all these streamers, a lot of streamers, and they're mad and they're complaining. But at the end of the day, the devs are going to do what they want.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I think bottom line, my bottom line, I'm not even trolling. My bottom line is if you hate Call of Duty that much and you hate Warzone, then play something else. That's bottom line. If it really is that frustrating to you, and I mean, you see Aiden, for example, right? Aiden took a step back. That's just bottom line, man. If you don't like it, don't play it. It's so simple to me, right? I've grown up playing video games my whole life. There's games where I just stopped playing because I just didn't like it anymore. I see people arguing and people going back and forth with each other. And I understand there's this balance of you care about the game so much and you want to see it go a certain direction. I totally get that, right? But at the end of the day, no matter what we say, devs are going to do what they want. Devs are going to make the game the way they want. And if you continually, you're seeing this go one way and you want it to go another way and you're getting really fed up, you personally, and it's, you know, then it's time to move to something else.
I used to play Tekken, right? All the time. Tekken 1, 2, 3, Tekken Tag, Tekken 4, 5. But it lent too far into juggling, right? If you don't know what juggling is, it's where you knock someone off their feet in Tekken and you keep them in the air, or you get them, and they put walls in the game, right? So you get them against a wall, and you hit them so many times, they can't fight back. I hated that. People say Tekken died when Eddie Gordo got added to the game, so that's Tekken 3, right? But like, the whole point is the game went from you stood toe-to-toe, punching and kicking each other, to you go toe-to-toe, and it's about making the first move to get that, you know, the other player, get them in the air. Once they're in the air, the fight's over. It's juggling, right? You're juggling the player. And if people don't like the way it's going, he's right. You're going to have to stop playing. I stopped playing Tekken because I hated the fact I had to learn how to juggle a player. I didn't want to do that. I didn't really moan about it. I just kind of stopped playing the game. If anything, there wasn't Twitter and all that when I was playing Tekken and I chose not to play it. Maybe if there was, I would have gone on Twitter and be like, oh my God, this game's garbage. I hate it. So, you know, maybe social media is not helping things.
If I can offer any of these content creators any advice, you got to play what you like. I think that term meta loadout has been beaten into the ground. And what I had to do was I kind of caught that, and I realized that content people didn't enjoy watching.
Yeah, that's true. Like, you know, with Warzone ranked and Warzone stats and all that, you can literally go get the meta and then go use it. And That's been happening since 2020 when Warzone 1 dropped. It's got to the point where it's actually quite tiresome. Honest to God, now, I just log on every other day or so. JGod says, here's the new long range meta, here's the new short range meta, and that's probably the only videos I'm going to watch, like JGod or, he uses True Game Data, right? Basically, those two guys help guide me what guns I should use. And I mean, it made me think I'm lame for doing that, but like, that's it. I don't need to go deeper than that, because those two guys, they crunch the numbers, they do testing. Here's the meta, give it a go. Does it feel good? Yeah, it does. I want to use that. That's it. Like the whole meta videos. Oh my gosh, I dropped 95 kills with this, obscene mini-back meta. Like, no. Like, the mini-back's garbage. It doesn't matter what you put on that gun. I hate using that gun. I don't care, right? But like, if it's like, this gun is super stable and it's consistent and the TTK is competitive, therefore it's like, top tier viable or S tier, like what JGod says, then I'll use that because I know for a fact it will be a good gun. Fennec, RPK, perfect examples. If anything, I actually feel like the game should change all the time and they should tweak the meta all the time. Not so people can keep making meta videos. It's so that the meta is shifting all the time, so it makes no sense to make those videos.
People don't care anymore about meta loadouts. People don't care, in my opinion. And like I said, I'm more so speaking my community here. I am. And what I had to do and what I realized I did was you got to make it more fun. I need to make this fun, right? Because right now, a lot of people in Warzone aren't having fun. There's a lot of people that are frustrated and they're mad about a lot of stuff. So I was like, well, let's make this fun. Let's throw a custom lobby where we have to all use a crossbow, right? Make it fun. Don't make it sweat. Does that make sense? My videos overall have been doing way better once I took that step back and I realized that people don't care about meta loadouts. At least once again, I'm speaking for my community. Someone's probably going to clip this out of context and be like, TimTheTatman says people don't care about meta loadouts in Warzone 2. I'm saying...
TimTheTatman does not care about meta loadouts in Warzone 2. Telling you right now. Thumbnail. Idea. Done.
My personal experience with my YouTube channel, people don't care about a meta gun. My viewers.
Nah, he's right.
So I realized
he's right.
And a lot of people knock my spectating videos. Oh, dude, you just sit there and watch. Bro, that is some of the best videos on my channel because it's not about kills. It's not about, oh, dude, look at this new gun. Look at this sick thing. It's about, let's try to make this a more fun, enjoyable, watchable video. Not, Tim got 20 kills with this gun. That's pretty cool.
I think with that point there about spectating solos or randoms or whatever like Tim does, I think it's because it's more interactive, right? When you are playing like solos yourself, you have to be locked into the game to do it. Whereas when you're spectating with chat, I can imagine that when chat are with you on the journey of watching someone play in a specific way, and you're like, oh my gosh, look at this guy, why has he just done that thing? You can have fun with the chat whilst you're doing that. So I guess that's why it makes sense to me that spectating solos would pop off for Tim. If he's got like an active chat who are having fun with him whilst he's spectating, why wouldn't you do that, right?
I got a video coming out next week. It's called Me Coaching. This guy was watching me and I was trying to coach him. The video is comedy. It's about a story, right? It's a storytelling pattern. It's not just like this, look at this broken gun. As easily as I can say this, we've had this quote unquote broken gun, this new loadout meta. We've had those videos since the beginning of time in Verdansk. As I said, I realized that my community does not give a shit. Yeah, I don't know, man. That's just kind of what I learned. I saw a lot of the Call of Duty community kind of like yelling at each other yesterday on Twitter. Can I be honest? I have JoeWo blocked still, but I saw JoeWo's name getting thrown a lot. I don't even know what happened with JoeWo because I still have him blocked because he has not apologized and done the push-ups. So, but I guess what even happened with JoeWo? I saw Hector getting it a bit, my boy. Like he's getting like backlash because, and I saw Swag tweet at Hector about him gassing up the update or something like that. At the end of the day, I think Hector, in my opinion, what I see is like you want to be excited for the game that you love and you hope it goes in a correct direction.
So for those who don't know, JoeWo tweeted a few days before the Season 3 release, if not like the day before, that like Warzone saved because he had a phone call with the developers with a few other creators and they were explaining some of the changes that they were putting in Season 3. And when Season 3 dropped, the game was pretty much the same. Like the movement changes, everything like that, like didn't happen. Effectively, people made JoeWo a scapegoat because he gaslighted people saying, oh, this is it, Warzone 2 saved, it's the one, and it's basically very unfair. The guy clearly just wants the game to succeed. Yes, it's a source of income, but it's also a game he enjoys playing, so why wouldn't you, right? Unfortunately, the guy went on Twitter, he hyped up the season, people then started playing it and realized it's rubbish, in their opinion, obviously, and made them angry, right? And they wanted to blame someone for that, and they were like, oh, well, JoeWo JoeWo told me to play it because he said Season 3 is the savior of Warzone 2, therefore it's his fault that I don't enjoy it, because people just like to blame others. As simple as that. There's nothing else to it. You know, they think that he's been paid to send that tweet. I don't think he is. I'm not his account manager, but I mean, I'm assuming, you know, Call of Duty don't need people like JoeWo to promote the game. Call of Duty promotes itself. So when Season 3 was going to drop, a lot of players, I would say, let's say 50% of the player base stopped playing Warzone 2 during Season 2. When Season 3 drops, it doesn't matter what Tim or Doc or JoeWo says, 45% of those players would come back and play Season 3. And they would make their own opinion. But because, like, people like to make others unhappy, it's just human nature. People like misery. I don't get it. They wanted to blame JoeWo, right? They wanted to blame JoeWo and Doug from ModernWarzone and the other creators who were like, oh my gosh, Warzone 3 is saved, and all that. Oh, Warzone 2 is saved. It's not their fault, right? They went on a call, and the developers probably were like, oh man, yeah, we're going to put this in. And they were like, oh my gosh, this sounds like the greatest update ever. I cannot wait. So they're excited. Why wouldn't you be? Anyway, yeah, JoeWo got blamed, and I think he got death threats and stuff. If you do that, like, you can just get lost. I'm trying not to swear in this video, but like, seriously, if you send death threats because of a game, you seriously need to sort your life out, and you're an embarrassment.
I don't know why people are getting mad at Hector, bro. Like, Hector did the update. Fuck y'all talking about, bro? JoeWo was excited.
There's me not swearing and Tim swearing.
Blaming him for it being bad. Can I make a blanket statement here to anyone who's a fucking moron? None of us have creator code.
Tim is triggered.
And that's how I know that these people are that, like, brain dead. Does that make sense? Where it's like, they're like, dude, then get rid of your COD creator code. None of us have had a fucking code since the start of Warzone 2. How, like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, how stupid are these people, bro?
People like to blame others, man. Human nature.
I'm an idiot. I'm a fucking idiot. I thought I could dig to the ocean. That's how stupid. Dude, I read these comments.
Oh, Tim is jokes, man.
It's crazy. It's nuts, bro. It's nuts. Bottom line, right? If you don't like the update, don't play it. Simple.
Yeah.
It's math.
And make your own opinion.
This new update,
it's fine. Stop blaming other people.
That's fine, bro. That's totally fine. And I get this. I totally understand the whole thing. If you love the game, I get that, bro. I love Call of Duty. I love Warzone. I want to see it be the best it can. What I had to do, me personally, I had to take a step back and completely rework the way I'm doing stuff, so I can find a way to have fun with the game I love. To other people out there, you might be, what's the word I would use, like pigeonholed, kind of, like you're a really good player, and that's kind of what it's always been. I don't know what to tell you.
You got to branch out, man.
It's like that trend is going away. That's
you got to branch out.
The meta trend, do this, use this, it's going away. And I say that not only for Call of Duty, but I also talk about that with Fortnite.
You know what? Tim's right as well. Like, you got to branch out because, you know, you got players like Doc who play anything and people flood to go watch the guy, right? The guy's Hollywood, right? But then you got people like this guy called Sir Demetrius, I think it's called, on a Destiny 2 streamer, right? He started out on Fortnite and he was an amazing player, and then branched out to Destiny. Now it's a Destiny main, and it's like you've got to make that leap. I think Z-Laner started off as Fortnite, right, and then became a Warzone main. You've got to be able to branch and you've got to be able to adapt, because if you don't and the game starts declining, your viewership's going to decline. Am I an expert? Absolutely not. I am not a full-time streamer. I'm just saying, in general, you'd never ever put your eggs in one basket. Just don't do it. It's the most insane thing you can possibly do, because if you fall out of love with the game as well and the game's declining, you can't put your all into it, and you know, you'll get frustrated. Right now I'm getting frustrated with Warzone right now because the servers are so bad, right? I'm still playing the game because, like, I work 8 to 10 hours a day. I spend time with the family. It gets late at night. I think, right, I'm going to crack onto Warzone and do like a couple hours, and those couple hours, they're enough for me, and that's absolutely fine. If I was playing this game 8 hours a day, all day, every day, it'd drive me insane. You've got to switch it up. You've got to diversify. Otherwise, you're gonna hate every minute of it, and your audience will know.
I had a long conversation with Jack. He got away. If you look at Jack's YouTube channel, More Courage JD, go look at the videos Jack's been uploading. There's not any video anymore that's just about dropping into Fortnite and getting kills. There's nothing like that. And what Jack did was he took a step back and he got more creative with it. And he realized, I don't think people care about a high kill Fortnite game anymore. You know? To anyone, listen, man, to anyone, I said this earlier, and I'm just going to I got on a little bit of a tangent here. I'm sorry. To anyone that's like getting, like any creator that people are talking shit to you or you're getting blamed, apparently JoeWo's in that, homie, it's not on them. They have the right to be excited.
Absolutely.
About updates and these phone calls.
It's a game.
They have.
It's a game.
Where the devs are talking and they're letting people know stuff. Now, just to be clear, I'm not personally on that call. I think Whips is, but why can't? And now we're at a point where you're not allowed to be excited for the updates that you hear are coming that could potentially change the game for the better. You're not allowed to be excited about that. It's crazy, man. Yeah, Whips is in those calls for me. I'm not in them, so I don't know why. At the end of the day, man, I honestly, it was sad to see so many people like at each other's throats yesterday. And all I can say is, man, I found a way to make Warzone fun for me. I hope y'all are able to do that as well.
Yes, I made this video because Tim's thoughts really interesting to me. Like you've got to switch it up. You can't be getting frustrated. You can't blame content creators. There's no benefit for them for the game to be trash, right? There's no benefit to them. So if it turns out whatever they tweet or they say or what videos they make, if it turns out that it's not gone the right way, or you feel like, oh, it's their fault that this game's crap. No, it's not. Like the $1 billion company making the game, who aren't meeting expectations, they're to blame. Like, if you want to blame anyone, blame them. It's a faceless company, who cares, right? But like, don't attack people because they have an opinion that differs to yours. Like, you can't do that. Just, if you disagree with somebody, fine, just don't listen to them or block them or mute them or whatever. Don't send them death threats. It's mental. And the guys who tweeted Warzone saved, they would have done that from a position of, I've just got off a phone call, I'm excited, I can't wait. And I think the last thing they want is anyone sending them death threats. It doesn't make any sense. But yeah, so Season 3 itself, I'm actually enjoying it. I've been streaming on YouTube and Kick at the same time, and I've been playing online. Apart from the server lag, I've actually been kind of enjoying it, to be honest. The meta's wide open. I'm using the STB. I'm not even using the Hemlock or anything. So, it's not major groundbreaking changes. As again, the redeploy drones, they're like basically the redeployed balloons like in Caldera, so it's not cutting edge or anything. But for an example, they are trying to change things up. Am I saying Warzone 2 Season 3 is amazing? No. Is it a step in the right direction? Yeah. Is it a big step? No. Well, that's fine. It's fine. Don't get mad about it. But thank you for being here. I appreciate you guys. If you enjoyed the video, please like, subscribe, share on Facebook, Twitter, and put a comment in the chat if you agree or disagree with what I'm saying. Hope to see you in the next video. Guys, take it easy. Reckers crew, Reckers out.